maybe a year, because we know in 2011, toward the end of 2011, they're going to reboot the entire universe. So the All-Stars is Justice Society's next generation. We have characters that, if you watch the shorts, I made some shorts, but I'm like, I'll just wait until Monday to put them out. First off, the negative is the glary pages. I hate this kind of plasticky paper that I started using, I don't know when. So that's probably the reasons I stopped collecting. I don't like collecting this era, but I do love Justice Society. We have Power Girl, Magog, Our Man, Star Girl, Damage, Cyclone, Wildcat. This is actually Judo Master. I originally thought, is this Katana from the front page? I couldn't figure out who it was. I was like, oh yeah, I know who Judo Master is. We have Citizen Steel, and then King Chimera. I don't know who King Chimera is. I didn't know Cyclone had a pre-movie. The movie, I thought she's created for the movie. I've never heard of her before, so that's interesting. And Magog, I always thought he was a bad guy for some reason. But they're fighting a bunch of communists, which is hilarious because the way they talk, I'm sitting here going, should I be reading this with AOC's voice? Communism is good, capitalism bad. Where's my crayons at? Yeah, okay, so I was reading it with her voice in my head. And then Chimera seems to be like the Mandrake the Magician. Magog seems to be the BA for like the muscle BA kind of guy. Kind of like Superman with the attitude. And of course, Supergirl or Power Girl is technically a Supergirl. Our Man is the son of the original Our Man, which we'll get to see in a few seconds here. A lot of action at the very beginning, a lot of action packed. A lot of questions about why they even became a team. We have Rex, who was the original Our Man. And then here's where they're talking about why their name should be, or what their name should be. They don't come to a conclusion right now. It's at the very end whenever somebody says something, it's like, oh, there's where the name came from. So Infinity Incorporated was brought up, which I'm like, all right, Infinity Incorporated. I was right when I saw something about this. I was thinking, this seems like it's the Infinity Incorporated, but the team I must be thinking of, they must have did All-Stars. I swear, I seen an All-Star series back in 2000. I swear I've got some of those issues or something. So it's very confusing with the DC universe because they keep on rebooting and rebooting. But anyway, Courtney's in it. She's talking to Power Girl, how she doesn't feel like she's part of the team. She's really part of the other team. They go through some training. You know, the whole trope of storming before forming, you know, your team. Then you got some Xbox games and some PlayStation and Nintendo DS games in there. So they're going through different physical training from just basically, you know, people getting mad at each other, punching each other out. And of course, Cyclone's falling in love with the Abracadabra kid. And then we got Sandy as shows over here. So I do remember Sandy. The last time I read something about Sandy was in the Justice Society from around 2000, where he can actually go through the earth, travel through the earth as sand. So now he's got more of Sandman's power, it seems like, because he's afraid to go to sleep because he's going to have dreams of the Destruction War. Now she looks like she's from Justice League Task Force. So I don't know. Little spoiler alert, I think she dies in this one. And then there's also Pimblebrook's nephew, Sylvester Pimblebrook. And we also have, oh, let's see. You know, that Stargirl, it made me think, we never did get to the whole brain of Pimblebrook, did we? Did we ever have that conclusion of the original Starman's brain was in a jar? Did they ever resolve that issue? It seems like it was just left on the back burner and forgotten about. So, yeah, the team that was dispatched is more like the Suicide Squad because they were destroyed instead of being captured. And this is really weird too. Wildcat's son apparently can turn into a panther. What? How does that? I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just thinking this is so strange. And I know it's that glary paper I hate. So I'm like, how does he get that power whenever his dad didn't have that power? And also, Atom Smasher, or whoever this guy is, who was he again? He has some zappy powers, which I'm like, that's not Atom Smasher. So, yeah, let me go back and look at that real quick. Oh, at the very end, she says something about All-Stars, so that's how they get their name, I suppose, because it's like, oh, there we go. She says something to the effect that we're not that, oh, here it is. We're not the farm team, we're the All-Stars. So that's how they get their name. So who was the guy that looks like Adam Smasher? Got that symbol on his chest. But they did talk about Adam Smasher like he's not there for a reason. Damage. Okay, so his name is Damage. Okay, I'm so confused. I thought this was Adam Smasher when I first started reading it, and then I'm like, wait a minute, who is he? So Damage, I remember in the 90s they were trying to give a whole new group of superheroes, but I thought Damage was a big blue guy. I don't know, somebody fill me in on that one because I got a lot of catching up to do. All right, well, overall, I definitely like it overall. Hate the glary pages. The artwork was good. The story was great. And I recommend it. So if you haven't picked up the JSA All-Stars #1 from 2010, I highly recommend you pick it up. And let's see how it goes. I got a few more issues here to read. Numbers 8 and 9, but do I want to get numbers 2, 3, 4, 5? All right, well, you let me know, and have a great night.